signal in my focus. I wonder what's causing it.
Hello. Hello, Michael. Are you good? I hope you are. Good, alright. We are gonna have today some fun with the best boss ever created in any game. And we're gonna have some fun and beat this wonderful boss today. It is just here to hone my skills, so to say. You're fine, you're good. That's good. Fine is... I translate fine to... You are absolutely amazing and wonderful. That's what I wanted to hear. What else would someone say who has vacation, right? What else would you say? Well, I'm bored, I'm having free, no schoolwork and stuff. No, obviously you are fine, man. So did I ask? You have some problems with your vocabulary, it seems. I don't. I mean, you don't have... You are free, right? How can you... How could you have said I'm bad? That's not possible, right? Ah, wait, you could have said bad because you are missing school. Yeah, that would... Yeah, I guess you do. Then you lied. You said you are fine, but you are actually bad because you are not having school. And you live with your parents. Yeah, but what's the problem? You live with your parents too, don't you? What's the problem? You can say it out loud. You are home, right? You stay home at your parents. You don't even pay rent and stuff. I at least pay my parents' rent every month. For this little shithole, I pay them rent, man. As you can see on the map, I already done. Oh, you already live. Ah, okay. I don't have to... I didn't particularly take a look at the Czech Republic because I was just eyeing for... Oh, it's 14. Okay. Okay, so you moved out... you moved out 4 years ago. Good. A shithole last time was you mentioned. But, man, you gotta work on your vocabulary, right? Or not on your vocabulary, but on your logic. Only because I have a huge, or my parents have a huge mansion, doesn't mean that it is not a shithole, right? My parents can have a huge ass mansion, the biggest mansion in the world. It could still be a shithole, right? Mansion doesn't automatically mean the most handsome, amazing billionaire's crib, my friend. 4 years, dude, I'm no longer 18. Heck. I'm sorry, 5 years ago. I'm sorry, you are 19. Whoopsie daisies. How could I? Forgive me, my sin. But then you you are over 18 and were still at school. I finished my school with like 10 and then I went to university and finished it half a year later. Why are you so long in school, man? Are you just a normal person? Dude, I study, I work, I pay for my own place, I provide for my 3 wives And 54th children, you have no right to criticize me. Oh, well, you have been... I didn't even know that you have been that busy. I'm sorry. Okay, slowly I feel for you, buddy. I know why you oftentimes write me in the middle of the night and say that you are doing a lot of stuff at nighttime with that many children and stuff. I'm just a regular Czech dude. Ah, okay. Ah, so that's a regular Czech thing. Alright, okay, I see. Good. I didn't know that about the Czech peoples. See, I'm just a regular German dude, right? I am 39 and still live at my parents, apparently. Have no wife or ex-wife. I'm just leeching on my parents, right? In their shithole mansion. Ah. What different lives we have. Oh boy. By the way, did you already... You had your finals. Are you already beginning to study? Or do we have one more year? I wasn't sure about now. If you're still gonna have one... If you're already gonna move to study. Or if you study. On your end. Okay, one more year. Okay. I thought, but I was not sure. That's... But isn't going to be the last year of high school, isn't it? Here in Germany, before you do... it's actually technically shorter than the normal school year because you get off a couple of weeks, or I think even a couple of months earlier, in order to provide for the final exams. So technically, what you have to, the attendance is shorter here. So as I know, it is a bit short, yeah. Well, so to say shorter, right? Because it gives you the time to prepare for the important stuff, right? switch the topic for a second. You can change it if you... I have no problem with if it's going to be changed overall. I saw a video about Oculus and its quests. Don't worry, I'll send it to you later. So you can also form your own opinion. But that was honestly such a bad video. No, I'm not talking about the guy in the video having different opinions than me. Some opinions were different, some were similar. But suddenly, out of nowhere, he just started doing a political analysis in the video. I never thought that on a ranking Oculus Quest video I get a political commentary. True, I get you. I wouldn't have expected that, but maybe, I don't know, if the one quest would have some political side stuff in the background running and it is similar, for example, with the country you're coming from, then a little detour there maybe just happens, right? But yeah, I wouldn't expect that totally too. Well, actually, I've been suggested today, I didn't watch it, a Oculus video today to an older one, I think. It was a review video. Didn't watch it, but I didn't do too. I wanted to listen to the soundtrack again, but I didn't do too. I'm not really that deep. It's a similar stuff with the type of people who say that everything is political. If you're looking for politics, you'll find politics there. Yeah. Okay, yeah. True. Hopefully it was about the wonderful and great politics which are currently going on in the United States under Donald Trump, right? Hopefully it was a great political topic. A wonderful topic about a wonderful president, a wonderful world leader country thingy. Who says very, very smart stuff and stuff, you know? Then it would be fine to detour there from the video. Oh, should have healed. All right. I just thought that it was starting to get good. That I was starting to get good. It's... Hello, buddy. I hope you are as fine as we are. Oh, the freaking wall. Should have changed direction there for a bit. Shouldn't have. I always say that should have changed direction when I get pulled, not pulled, pushed against the wall. Could have been good. Yeah, perfect. Didn't want to do that. Right. Just doing international stuff. Not much. What's up at your spot? What's up in your life? Are you good? All good, that's good. Oh boy. That's good. So it's quite early at your place, right? 1 o'clock, right? By the way, the fish smileys are so underrated. I hardly ever see people use them. That's cool. We all know you turned off the stream yesterday to stalk me. Hey, it's your Twitter profile, man. And it's linked on your YouTube channel. What's that? That's not stalking. It's linked in your YouTube description thingy, man. That's not called stalking. That's just looking. Stop the trolling. Yes, that's what you know, I'm now coming out, right? I'm not actually working. I'm constantly, since 3 days, traveling between Puerto Rico and the Czech Republic, right? I constantly jet through the world in my private jet. You got me. That's what I'm doing all day. Jetting through the world. And stalking random dudes in chat. You got me. What else would you do if you have too much free time, right? When you don't have to work and stuff. because I live with my parents. What else should I do, right? It's boring, so jet through the world. Give you the eyes. That's actually, by the way, not true. Not that some random comes in and actually believes that. I'm obviously not. A international stalker. super system weapons. And kinda noticed it a bit late. Yeah, that tries more cocked than the other ones. Yeah. Messed myself up in the beginning already. Oh man. Good. Alright, focus, concentration, buffing, and then cracking on. And actually playing real this time. And just dodge. If you don't get hit, you don't die. Just keep that in mind. And from time to time, do a hit. Good beginning. I wasn't even... Yeah, that was a bit greedy. Don't be greedy. Oh, there we go. Got distracted. Yeah, well, I guess if Commander Gaius here would be a living AI, he would be doing, for the popcorns, the smile you did, that would be the board AI do when it faces me. If it would actually have feelings and could have emotional responses, it would be very, very annoying with me. I think it would actually let me win, because it's so bored with me. Everything's fine. I'm just sorry. I am allowed to text, right? Everything's fine. Just I'm just was doing some arrangements for tomorrow. That's why I was answering a message doing, you know, so to say, off time. You know, Michael, Wednesdays is the day in the week my parents let me leave my room, you know? That's where I can meet my buddies. But I need to be at home again at 8. That's so bad, right? Not allowed to stay out longer. A small kid needs to go to bed early, right? God. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm getting crazy again. Summer is the crazy time. Just now, last boss going to take 6. That might be. That's just. You know, until I retire, my plan was actually to play Elden Ring, Ivaldo. You got me there. I don't know yet who it is, and that's fine. I'm gonna get to know. I just hope it's not gonna be a revision of Commander Gaius. That would be worse. Buddy, sure, you're definitely not gonna stop. Yes, Michael, you got me. I texted my pilot, right? He's gonna prepare the jet so I can, jet through the world tomorrow again. Got me. So Gaius, with Gaius, I always think about Caesar. By the way, that's what happens if I hear Gaius. No, my pilot, I got a, oh boy, I forgot. Of my private jet, buddy. Yeah, jet. Of my private jet. Jet. Since I'm not living in the States, buddy, I don't have any problems with the FBI. I'm not gonna enter the Trump territory. Welcome back in the chat. Oh, Ivaldo, Michael is Gen Z. He's not knowing anything about the real Slim Shady, buddy. He's like a little baby, you know. He's knowing about only the cool stuff, you know. Is Machine Gun Kelly? Is this the one with the mumble rap thingy? I'm too old for stat. How many times have you defeated the whole game? 15? Sure, you went just straight to guys so that I don't miss out anything. Okay. Yes, I want, to get you the full experience, right? And it was not 15, don't exaggerate, 14. The one Shady dissed real bad. Yeah. You're getting worse. The good old psychic would have defeated Elden Ring 20 times in that short time while I was gone. See, that's what you're not seeing, Michael, since you're not experiencing Elden Ring the same way every time you beat Elden Ring and replay it. I'm not even talking about NG+. If I defeat the game and start over a game, it like gets like 1,000 times harder. That's why with every time I beat it, I get slower. Because NG+ was too easy for me, you know. I needed something harder and wrote to FromSoft, and they implemented it for me, obviously. Since I'm the best player in the world, they listen to me. For me, NG Plus is, you know, kindergarten games and stuff, right? That's what you play in kindergarten. I want to have the real stuff grown-ups play. But Ivaldo, thank you for experimenting with all them smileys YouTube is providing us. There's so many smileys I have not ever seen before. Okay, anyways. Smileys are overrated, right? Just a millisec off, as usual. That's, by the way, me in a nutshell, being a millisecond off. Yeah, your vote, you see, you outvoted everyone. You are the #1 voter. Maybe you should do the important, you should be the important voter in every political system worldwide, right? You probably would have you would have prevented Donald Trump for getting elected, right? With your one vote. Governments should actually hire you, man. Did actually, since I'm dissing Donald Trump, did you hear that Donald Trump was nominated for a Nobel Prize, Freedom Nobel Prize, by his buddy? Netanyahu, it's crazy. It's getting worse. But it's always when it's getting worse, right afterwards it's getting better. So I'm in good hopes. Of course it had to be his buddy, who else would nominate him? But hey, some interesting people were nominated for a Nobel Prize, for example, Really? I mean, I guess being nominated doesn't mean much, right? I guess it's, it's a nominee, right? Do they even need to accept them? And maybe can check Nobel Prize. Wait. Okay, first, it does not, that's a good, I hope that's gonna happen with Donald Trump, by the way, and I haven't looked that up. I'm gonna do that in a second with Hitler. The nominee will, oh wait, it does not mean that the nominee will automatically accept it, the nominee, and it obviously will not receive the prize. And I'm just, I didn't even know that, and it was meant, fun fact, it was meant sarcastically by the Swedish parliamentarian anti-fascist Eric Brandt. Didn't even know that he was even nominated. And yes, who would truly nominate Hitler in 1939, right? When the war is ongoing. I mean, apart from dictator buddies and stuff, right? That's actually kinda, it was meant as political satire. That's actually kinda cool. Maybe Netanyahu meant it as satire too, Michael, as not meaning it truly. Sadly enough, I don't think so. Mr. Gaius. So I'm not gonna retract the thing which threw me off, switching weapons again. Should not be anything to be thrown off by. Okay, in between the fight I got some dodges which were not that bad. I was caught off guard somehow in the beginning and then normalized and then threw it away, so to say. But I wanted to try out one thing actually, not that I think that's gonna be that much of a difference. I just wanted to try in between had some range problems. I just want to see. It feels a bit better that way. Yeah, I screwed it up. Would have guessed I feel too slow. Who would have guessed? And by the way, how unrealistic, right? It's cavalry, right? We are hitting it with a trident slash spear. It, you know, should just turn around and run away, right? You would charge a dude with a spear, right? How unrealistic this game is. So far it has been quite realistic, but now with this one it just threw everything out the window. I'm always looking for games with true realism. Sadly enough, FromSoft did not provide. You're absolutely right. I'm sure you are the best person to answer about realism since you were there when the warriors were charging against spears. You once, in the last stream, I said to me that I was like 200 years old or 1,000 years old. So if I stick to that, yes, I totally have been there, man. You literally had called me that old. Yes, I was there. I've been charging in with horses and stuff, right? And I've been charged at. Yes, I am that old. That's what me and my buddies always did. If the cavalry was charging in, the spear guys got out, right? We learned that from all them historically accurate movies. The Hollywood movies. You've seen it there. It's totally accurate. It's totally true what you see there. It's accurate because you taught him how to do it realistic. Yes, I'm a witness, right? I'm a witness. And yes, back in the day, everything was better, right? 500 years ago, everything was better. I think that's what old people say too, right? Everything was better in the old days. Change is bad. Change is bad. That's not what old people say, but... back in the day, everything was better. The time without internet, everything was better. Oh god, why don't I hit him, man? Got a little lag. Now I really had a lag there, but it was the recording software. It was my bad. Okay. Yes, it does more damage, but it feels... it's probably just because I'm now again climated to the faster hitting weapons, right? That's the reason why it feels slow ass. I'd rather want to have a fast ass weapon. I know that's not how you say it. The sentence was technically, practically, in a English grammar way, totally wrong. But I'm a main character, I can just say things which are wrong. The MC is allowed to do that, right? Yes. Okay, let's use that. It's again not the obviously best engagement you could wish for, but overall I did some relatively good. I did dodge not that bad. I feel like I'm beginning to understand. Took me a bit, I know. I mean, I know I'm not gonna win this, but I feel I got way better dodges this time than I have had before. Maybe that was just a coincidence, but I had the feeling in between that it's felt better. That's good. I did that on purpose to, you know, to wipe into the fight, just, you know, for giggles and stuff, you know, to have some nice optics. Fire is always amazing, I've heard. Fire is good, right? Fire is better than not fire. Yeah, this one is shit again, I know. The fire in the beginning messed me up. That's my excuse. The fire I set myself up before I entered the stage just confused me. It's not bad to be confused on the other end, that's just part of life, being confused. And the person who has not been confused in his life shall throw the first stone, like it's said in the Bible and stuff. Oh, what? I messed up. Hello, Danilo. Next time, maybe. Oh, the time afterwards. Yes, another death. Didn't we already tell you this? We are running for a world record on the most deaths on Commander Gaius. That's just a world record going here. I should probably heal up, or maybe not. Healing is for sissies, I know. That's why I'm not doing it, man. The healing is old school, I've heard. Alright. And I could still call in help, by the way. I mean, not like player help, but help from a wonderful ninja woman. Don't know how helpful she... Okay, now it's really... The game is lagging. That's weird. Maybe it's too warm for the PlayStation. Might be a reason, right? No, it's the shit fight. Yes, the PlayStation is having something against Commander Gaius. I think that's the reason. For the stutter there. That was the reason. The PlayStation realized that Commander Gaius is shit. Oh, I was rolling towards him there instead of just hitting. Why? There was two stupid rolls after each other, just rolling into him 2 times. Like a stupid tart. Okay, I will very quickly actually visit the restroom, the loo, but I'm gonna be back in a very quick sec here. Just a tick. Guess who's back? Okay, good. Now, we'll be going on. We crack on. That's what we say in the finally language, to crack on. Yeah. He's still not giving his best because he's actually not playing the game, right? He's just pretending to play because that's, you know, just what normal people do. And yes, Michael, I didn't need to go to the toilet. My parents needed to, you know, check that I did all my homework today, right? They called me, they texted me and said, here, show us your homework, man. That's why I needed to rush out. Otherwise they would have, you know, disconnected the internet, man. Oh boy, this tries already cooked. You do this week's math quiz award? I don't think so, because it's the thing is, it's quite this week very complicated. It's too hard for me. It's 1 + 1. That's this week's math quiz. That's too hard for me. I don't know. I think it's 10, but I think I'm wrong there, right? 1 + 1, 10. Your 11 makes more sense, right? 1 and 1. 11 makes way more sense. You're right. Math is a very, very tricky subject. It gets very, very tricky in school. Or not. It even in school from time to time got very, very tricky. Obviously not with 1+1, but there was some... I had a few evenings trying to understand why something was a certain way. And still didn't get it. I'm not saying, by the way, that math is bad. That's not what I wanted to say. Just want to say that it was very, very tricky stuff. Because, you know, 1 + 2 is the next tricky thing, right? Nice, right. But maybe if I would have listened to my parents who all the time, and my teachers who all the time said you don't learn for school, you learn for life, maybe I should have listened, and maybe Elden Ring would be easier for me then. I don't know. I do sometimes question my life choices there, man. Maybe my politics education in school would have, if I would have paid more attention, would have helped out in Elden Ring. Or with my taxes. Okay, I'm gonna have a try with my true love, with Tish. The next one I'm gonna call in Tish. I'm gonna call in my truest lady and see how it feels with her. It's probably not gonna get any easier, but I wanna have my girl around. I'm missing my girl. a bit confused about the sudden message which appears in the middle. I tried to read it. It was a bit slow. That threw me off guard. Oh, I think I know what message it was. I maybe was it wrong. Didn't have the healing potion selected, but for summoning, I guess. You seem to have forgotten about the ashes of war. Yes? Wait a tick. For example, on one of your swords you have the Raptor of the Mist, you can... Yes. Okay, I guess the dodge thing is the other one, right? And this is the... That's not the one... Okay. So I reckon... But just a quick question, right? Ah, okay. Ah, that was the one. Ah, okay, I see. Just switch them. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna die now. I just wanna... Thank you for the reminder. I'm not gonna really even buff up. I just wanna... There was something tricky with it, right? I haven't used it once before. It's only working when we are close to him. Okay, that opens a whole new... It doesn't work on its own, but it works when you use it and get it. I see, Okay, that requires a bit of timing. I see. But that opens a whole nother possibility for the fight. So let me I'm gonna get used to it now. Screw Tisho now. She didn't like a true lady. She didn't even work out at all. Help out, not work out. Help out. She was lazy. There, that was okay. I see. I'm gonna really get. Okay, this is gonna be a tricky one to first of all not spam it, second of all, and use it in the right moments. But I see its usefulness. Holy cow, I really see its usefulness. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just a dodge, but it's cool. It's a cool dodge. Yet I still need to heal. Okay, yes. I wanted to use it there to dodge Asher 4. I knew that maybe was not the right moment. Okay, cool. But, not a but there's some I see the dodging is great. The dodge Edge of War. Just some attacks I should not do it. But I see, oh, that's cool. And yes, there are, until I'm better with it, there are gonna still be some weird moments where I will be just hanging, jumping up there in the air, because I've used it in not the right moment. But at least I now definitely 100% can do something against the damage I received at the beginning. It's amazing, man. You said the same last time. Can't wait for you for... I didn't use it the last time, did I? Not last time at Gaius, but last time when you used it. Michael, you know, I'm not Gen Z, right? I don't have a attention span of like 2 seconds, right? I would remember if I would have used it before, right? That's a weird angle you're aiming at again. Holy man. That's totally Gen Z. I'm using it for the first time. You always try to frame me in a bad way. That's shameful. Okay, the thunder spear thingy when he is shooting at us is not a good spot to use it. It's not shameful, it's artistic. I'm drawing you, and of course for the drawing to be good you need to be properly framed. A good, you know, the every good picture without a good frame, but that's not the thing, you know. I guess you've said it, because I think we put the Ash of War on the sword. I think the case is why I forgot it is because I maybe have tested it out, but I did not properly implement it into my flow of the game. That's why you know, what's not important is, you know, is being forgotten, Michael. I think I just forgot about it because it didn't seem to be important or good. But now I see its beauty, and I will not forget. I think you said something to with the dodge thingy to use then the jump attack, right? Because we sometimes drop out of midair, and we can use the quadruple attack too. I think that's what you said when you talked about it. It's implementing for me a new feature. I need to get a bit practice to get good. Okay, once I got a bit better in the usage, that's gonna be better for the fight. And if all else fails, even though she, as usual, did not really help out. My experiences, by the way, with Tish, as I like always to say, it's always like I'm doing 99.9% the damage, and then I call in Tish and she does 0.1% of the damage. It's the same here. She's not doing anything, but we are gonna call her in probably then at 1.2 on a regular basis to, you know, that the lady gets her 0.1% damage done. It's a shame too. Oh boy. That was the right button. So we do that, we go there, we use that, use the Ash of War, use the Ash of War. It is kinda beautiful. And beautiful is wonderful. I mean, obviously, it doesn't seem so, but for me, it is quite a game changer. Positive. I'm sorry. I'm just happy for the ability of the dodge thingy. Deja by the way, what it is called? It is called Raptor of the Mists. Oh, okay. I even do like the little shadow fog thingy which goes on there. The feathers are weird, but you know, raptor and stuff. But, oh boy, okay, cool. Sorry, I got distracted there. Yes, I know. Thank you, Ivaldo. I'm just beginning to implement it, so I'm still have a bit of learning in front of me. It's easier than it looks like, right? It's not as easy as it looks like. Oh boy. What was I thinking? Go on, shoot more. You can't complain, you did exactly what you... I am not complaining. I mean, have you ever heard me complain? Complain is not in my vocabulary, man. I wouldn't even... I have never complained yet, right? I would never complain there. That's unheard of, that's what other people would say. I guess I must have missed her all the time. No. I probably you have been. I don't know why you are saying that it was me. I reckon you somehow. I don't want to say you are misguided, but maybe you are thinking of me that I'm a different streamer. Are you maybe? Have you been in a different streamer and he's complaining, and then you thought I think that's the reason. Yeah, I guess what you now would say, well, who said something and complained about arcane fever and stuff, right? Then I know who you are talking about. But it was not me. I only complain about one thing. That Elden Ring is too easy. That's the only thing I complain about. And that's a valid point. It's way too easy. And I think FromSoft should be ashamed to have produced this. That's what this is for me story mode, right? And they didn't even implement a difficulty setting. That's what I would like and complain about. It's too freaking easy. Oh no. It's a good one. Although I've never finished watching. Breaking Bad, I've only watched a couple of episodes. Then I ended it with the thought, what a overhyped piece of shit. Sorry, didn't say that. As I said, I don't complain. But the meme is good. On the other hand. That's maybe where I just should fall back. Alright, okay. Good, I'm still gonna call in now some help. Let's see how the combination then actually is. Oh boy. I thought I would beat it actually today. Oh. I'm sorry. What did I say? Whoop whoop. Good game, what? I did the damage. Once I proved that she's the best Elden. That's... You always have to take away the good feeling about the fight, right? You know, as I said before, Elden Ring is too easy of a game. They should implement a hard game. And I did all the damage, by the way. Tish did not even help. On the other hand, it was a shit boss. Thank you that you're always applauding Tish and not me. But don't worry, this one sucked, you didn't lose much. That's what I hope. Wait a tick. We said not to go for dexterity. I'm not sure. Did we say arcane? Or did we say fate? Wait, what do our weapons do? I know that dex... I asked about dex and we said no. Don't use dex. They're scaling on dex. I guess arc or faith. Yep. And I would say arc, because this one is scaling on arc. Scale. Ah, okay. Faith or arc. Okay, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Okay. Since it is the, then I go for the lower one. Why don't we do it that way? Good, I rested. We can still do some little bits of scouting. Why did I hop off the mount? I can't tell ya. Stupidity. That's beautiful, by the way. Gaius? Oh, okay. Didn't expect that from her. So you killed him and you're killing his baddie too? You truly... Okay, that was the story part. Okay, I see. But on the other hand, why... We really got to talk, buddy. I was coming here, strolling through the wilderness, enjoying the view, and I was suddenly shot. I did not do anything, so I just defended myself. I would have died otherwise. So I was in entire need to defend myself. So don't blame me. If you are, you feel free to write a bad email to FromSoft, but it's their fault, right? I'm a pacifist. I don't want to kill anyone. Didn't do anything. You killed her. What? Yeah, but he attacked me. I didn't do anything. I just, you know, strolled into his house, wanted to say hello, and I got punched in the face a couple of times. You know, don't frame me as the bad boy. I'm the victim here, Michael. No, I did not intrude. I don't even know what intruding is. I'm the victim. You're turning around the Oh, is this cool? That's cool. That is turning around victim and perpetrator, man. I am the totally victim, man. I got attacked and stuff. Wait, we fought a sunflower. Is this a coincidence? Are these sunflowers just a coincidence? And by the way, I'm not a rich soul. By the way, if people here intrude my property, I don't say anything. I offer them money and a drink and stuff, and talk to them. Everyone who, you know, crashes in and, you know, punches at the door or just opens it up with force, I would just welcome in and say hello and offer him everything I have. That's how you greet people, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, I thought there was... Now I'm disappointed. I thought there would be more here. FromSoft is disappointing me all the time, man. I'm kidding, by the way. Where's my money? I still remember how lost I on my money. Because I bet... That's what I say first time, seek prawn, first of here. That's the thing I say, don't bet on me. That's always what I say. Why did they put this giant thingy in just to retrieve his trousers? Okay, it said something about a shrimp, right? Seek prawn. Don't we have something that's gonna do anything? Butterfly. That's not a shrimp. These are all crafting materials. No, you're lying. You always say guys bet on me. Gertie, don't put. You should stop lying, my man. It doesn't suit you. I am totally against betting, by the way, because it is addictive. And I am against everything addictive. So first of all here, boost attack power of precision aimed shots. Okay, that's totally not for me. So you should playing really. Elden Ring is it? No, it ain't addictive. Totally not. I said I'm not doing anything addictive. Then I would not play Elden Ring, right? If it would be addictive. Simple logic. I would not play games if they would be addictive. There's not such thing as gaming addiction, man. Not at all. No, definitely not. You are entirely wrong. And all the science there is wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong people. You are bad people. If gaming would be addictive, it would be forbidden by the government, right? If alcohol would be addictive, it would be forbidden by the government. If smoking would be addictive, it would be forbidden by the government. Makes sense, right? So, it ain't forbidden by the government, it ain't addictive, right? If you could hurt your body with it, the government would freaking forbid it. Same with alcohol. Okay, I'm just reasoning that all this region here is here to get his trousers and to get the story thingy that whenever a huge ass thingy is having an affair with a little elven lady. That's weird. I guess that, and then to collect all them Scuttree fragments stuff things. I could have teleported here. Actually. So that we can do. Okay, good. Okay. We still have a bit of time remaining. So now that we uncovered this place, we have took down that boss. So we could actually, then we haven't been there, or we could go here. Before we go here, I guess. Still have the cathedral there. This one, right? Yeah. Wait. Am I? Wait. Okay. Are we talk? Am I? Did I get the cathedral? What do you mean? Did we? Are we? Okay. Yes. I guess. Okay. I guess this one, right? Yes, sounds good. Yes, sounds good. Yes, sounds better than no. Why do I unmount? Because I thought that that button would actually be charging. Running. Oh, hello, boys. These guys, I remember them, they are weirdos, man. I'm a weirdo myself, I'm allowed to say that. And I was on horse, by the way. So it's actually quite easy to take down, apart from the archers. Oh, it's actually kinda cute how they fall down after their rage mode. They're kinda cute. If they would not be shooting us. Probably, Michael, I'm again the bad boy, right? For I get attacked and then I kill them, I'm bad, right? I'm again killing everything here. I should be ashamed, I guess. Okay, shall we actually go? I see some bad boys. Of course, yeah. I'm truly ashamed. You know, these are just random believers, right? Who want to follow their faith, right? And just pray and stuff, and I'm just trespassing their ritual and stuff, right? I'm so bad. It's not that they're just a freaking cult and shit. The cookbook, that is what I wanted. Oh boy. Okay, I actually thought these were magic dudes, but they're just throwing stuff. Okay, I see. Alright, and that then actually is already gonna bring us to the end of today's stream. The important stuff is done. We are gonna be going... I'm gonna take down the wolves. And then we are gonna be... get into the cathedral in the next stream on Thursday. I'm just... the half circly thingy there. It's reminding me of something we've either done in Elden Ring, I think so, or in Dark Souls. Was there something that we collected there? They look familiar, but maybe just not collected. Connected. Okay, anyways, that's a perfect spot to go in the off and hand it over to Future Psychic on Thursday. Alright, that is then gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 2 likes and the neat little conversations we have had today. Thank you very much, and hopefully we're gonna see us here on Thursday and we have similar fun, and maybe we even find the next boss, right? Thank you for watching. good night and good night. Wait a tick, what's a good idea that I just... I'm sure future... Boy. Future Psychic has never disappointed. Right? Alright, thank you for watching. May the sleeper awaken, good night, and may the almost sleeper protect you too. Good night, goodbye, and fingers crossed for Future Psychic that he's gonna perform like present Psychic did not, right? Or past Psychic.